What's up, guys? This is Automotive Anonymous, and if you're new to my channel, what I do are car reviews, 0 to 60s, and other cool stuff. Today we have a 2023 Legacy Touring XT. It's the apex, or the pinnacle of the Legacy, and we're going to get to that in just a second. I want to thank you guys who have been watching me for a while. Today is actually the 6-month anniversary of me starting this channel as a hobby. In between doing physical therapy, I've been having a lot of fun with this, so please keep in mind, if you guys like my content, if you want to support the channel, maybe someday this could even be a part-time job. But for now, we're just having fun. So consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Tell me more of what you want to see. Otherwise, let's get right into it. Borrowed by Twin Falls Subaru in Southern Idaho. I'm going to link this one below because they're good people to work with, and it's below MSRP. Otherwise, we're going to do a walk-around review, go through the specs, initial driving impressions, 0 to 60 with the GPS, and final thoughts to decide, is the 2023 refreshed Legacy Touring XT worth your time and money? This is now the third Legacy I've reviewed for 2023, and they're really cool cars. You may recognize the front half because that is what the Outback is based off of. It's just a few inches lower. These are really cool. This one's crystal white pearl. It's the 7th gen that started in 2020, and Subaru sells 20 to 65,000 of these a year in the United States market. Fewer in recent years as the Outbacks and the Foresters have been gaining more popularity, but still, they sell quite a few in the tens of thousands. A base starts at about 24,000. This one, though, starts about 38,000, and with some of its goodies, it's about 40 grand after delivery. It's got a 2.4 boxer we'll talk about soon, 260 horse, 277 torque, 5.9 inches of ground clearance. So it's down about 2.8 from the Outback, but it still does a great job. Depending on how they're spec'd, they weigh 35 to 3,800 pounds, or about 500 newborn baby goats of average size anyways. It has a 225 50/18. The wheel looks really good on the Touring, and then it has a full-size spare Steely in the back. They're roughly 16 feet long, 6 feet wide, 5 feet tall. Some other cool features it has, being the Touring, the Napa leather, has a heated steering wheel, has the pin code in the back, and a lot of other goodies. Those LED lights, especially, very bright and highly recommended. I love them on my Outback for all the highway, nighttime driving I do. But otherwise, let's get inside. You can see it has the glossy mirrors, which show that this is a Touring. Turn signals on the outside, blind spot monitoring on the inside, and then proximity key, so you don't need to even push a button to get in the key. You can lock it right there. The windows, the mirrors, they fold in because it's a Touring, and you can unlock it right there. You can do that all day if you want to and just watch the show. Chrome lining on the door handle. It's time to show you guys the inside. Door panel should look really familiar if you've seen all my other Outback and Legacy stuff, or if you're familiar with the concept in general. You got 2-stage memory seats, you got all your window and mirror buttons, you got about a 9-finger grab handle with a little lip to grab. Harman Kardon speakers right there. You can fit a bottle of your favorite water brand, and about 2 Pop-Tarts wide. Medium-sized Subaru on the plastic line door seal plate, rubberized pedals with all-weather mats, hood release, fuse box, and the options it has, as well as the wood trim, trip reset, ventilation, 10-way power adjustment on the Napa leather. Looks really good. And extendable thigh support, not too bad. Up top we have the moonroof, which looks really good. Let's get into the car and fire it up. Push button start with the proximity key. You can even have remote start through the My Subaru subscription. And the wheels are really good. Leather wrapped, heated, not to be confused with lane keep assist. That question's come up a few times recently. And then we can go through the options through the little toggle switch, which is new for 2023. This one has the Harman Kardon speakers that sound really good. Auto start stop, you have to turn off every time as well. And then heated seats or cooled seats, which are really cool. Electronic parking brake, wireless phone charger with aux, USB-C, USB, wireless charging, and piano black around. We even have the front-facing 180-degree camera, which I really like on my Wilderness. Let's drop it down to drive, slap it over into manual mode, and play musical simulated gears if you really want to. Otherwise, we have 2 well-established center cup holders. And then the 2-stage console with the USB. And what is that? A CD player. Pretty cool. Up top we have compass, auto dimming mirrors, which you can turn off right there. It also affects the side mirrors. And then 3 garage door openers. We have a sunglass holder, and then sliding and tilting sunroof. And then LED lighting up top, which I do really like on mine. That's a really nice feature. It's not blinding and it directs light exactly where it needs to be. Well, let's hop in the back, see how we fit in the back of the Legacy. Back door panel should look pretty familiar. Nice gloss black, some other lighter color aluminum type of accents, and big handle. You could fit your pennies, your Tootsie Rolls, or just a whole bunch of fingers in there. Armrest is really nice and comfortable. The stitching does look good in person. It's not advertised on the speakers, but they are Harman Kardon. And then you have the bottle holder with some more snacks. What are you guys gonna put in there? Leave it in the comments below. And then a little bit of a grip for a small sized foot if you had roof rails or something up top you could get to. Anyways, we have the 60/40 split, again, Napa leather. It's really nice. 40 on this side, 60 over there. Easy to get to. You could fit some long items through here. Subwoofer back there, and then the child tie downs. Safety's first because it's a Subaru, right? Got the double map pocket, Apple Maps, paper maps, pamphlets, heated seats, plugins, ventilation. You're really getting a lot. And as long as you don't have a third passenger back here, you're having 2 cup holders to yourself if you're the only one, or 1 if you have to share. But the length is pretty good. Better than some of the competition. All right, guys, let's pull it up. Check out our view if you're being chaperoned. Chaperoned, not chaperoned. Chauffeured. If you're being chauffeured in the back, you're gonna have a pretty good time. The roof height, I feel like, could be a little bit better. You can kind of see there is somewhat of a cutout. But if you have spiky hair or if you're over 6 feet tall, the seats don't recline like they do on the Outback, so that is something to consider. Otherwise, I'm having a good time back here at 5'11". And then in the back, let's see what you get. We can pop the trunk on the remote. You have the typical button right there. So we're gonna use that. You have 15 cubic feet back here of room. You have the factory cloth mats back there. And then under here, you do have your spare tire. Time to drop the lid and move on. Ground clearance again back there with dual single tip exhaust. Looks pretty darn good. Symmetrical all-wheel drive, of course. When the vehicle's unlocked, so is the gas door, but if it's locked, so is that. So no one is stealing your gas, at least not without a fight. The back door panel looks very familiar, very Subaru by now. You should know the materials are great. Again, double map pockets with the pamphlet, and really nice seats with that 60 drop. Again, proximity key to lock and unlock. Door panel, it's not missing a thing other than some window control buttons and mirrors. Looks really good. About 40 grand for this model. It has 8-way power adjustments. Really good comfort, really good safety. Backpack, we know it's gonna be taken care of. And then we have some extra storage right here. Locking glove box with the USB in the back. And it's actually like a felt line in this touring trim. But I know you guys are wondering, where's the turbo? I want to see the engine, so we're gonna get right to that. Let's pop the hood. Everything is up top and center. There's not fake plastic or coverings or anything to hide the beauty of what this engine is. It might look complex, but if you know Subarus, it's really straightforward. You have the windshield washer, the coolant reservoir, top mount oil filter, 0W20 full synthetic fill, battery, positive terminal, negative terminal, brake fluid, top mount intercooler that gets air flowed to it through the grille, and the kind of like an internal hood scoop rather than what used to be on the exterior for Subarus. And then you have the plastic cover so you don't lose your fingers, and that serpentine belt right on top is the alternator right there. That'd be super easy to change, and then the oil dipstick. and then another funneling of air to get through the air filter, through all the piping and plumbing to get through the Spinny Boy turbo to end up getting cooled throttle body and then to the block. It's really well thought out design. There's a lot of room under here if you ever had to work on it. 260 horse and 277 torque. That torque comes on at 2000 RPM, so nice and low in the RPM band. Yeah, let's drop the hood. And we're gonna teleport inside and take it on our initial driving impressions and do the 0 to 60, see what it can do. Initial driving impressions of the Legacy Touring XT. So it's really good. Turns sharp. Full turning diameter is in the mid-30s, so really not bad. Visibility, exact same as the Outback, because the Outback, again, is based off of this car. This is where it all started. You guys saw the walk around. You know there's a lot of nice features, but how does it feel to actually be driving? The armrest comfort, fantastic, same as the other Legacies, basically, just a little bit more upscale in this one, same as the Outbacks. The wheel, it's leather wrapped, the stitching looks good, and you got that heated seat button again. Heated seat, heated steering wheel, that's what that is, the heated seats. Those are right there on that upgraded screen for 23, which I really like. Overall, it's just really nice. You still have the 11.6-inch display, nice center armrest, and as you saw earlier, you do have a CD player on this one. Having the turn signals and the blind spot monitoring are really nice. Heads-up display, auto-dimming mirrors with HomeLink and compass. There's just a lot of good stuff in here, and the wood trim throughout just looks really upscale. The lumbar support, I like these seats a lot. They're comfortable, the bolstering's not too aggressive, so most people are gonna like them and be able to find a pretty good spot for them to sit. If you go through the audio settings and you turn up the bass on certain songs, you can have a lot of fun. As you saw, the subwoofer's behind the back seat, whereas in like the Forester, the Harman Kardon sub would be in the back, in the cargo area. It just does a really good job. 6 inches of ground clearance, basically, means it's pretty capable for a sedan. It's obviously not as lifted as an Outback or a Wilderness model of one of Subaru's vehicles, but it does really well. You feel like you can still manage a lot of terrain, and it's quick. That 260 horse with good tuning, good efficiency in the RPM, it really goes a long way. It takes just about a second to do the CVT downshift and a build boost, and you're just gone. That peak torque comes on so early in the RPM band. As you'll see on the 0 to 60, it's actually quite impressive. And for about 40 grand, as this one's slightly discounted from MSRP, it's really impressive what you get in a Subaru for 40 grand. This is, what, 7, 8, 9 grand less than the average new car? And how is this anything but above average? Of course, that price includes trucks and SUVs and vehicles that are very expensive by nature these days. But still, this is incredible, and for 40 grand, if you have that much to spend, you're getting a really good bargain here, plus Subaru reliability, ease of maintenance. All the storage and capacity you get in this for a sedan is just great. Road noise isn't bad. Same with the wind. It's about 9 mile per hour wind today, and it really doesn't matter that much. The Harman Kardon speakers have a lot of depth, just good volume to them, and how it fills up the cabin. I think that's going to overcome a lot of any concerns you're going to have. But what do you guys think? Would you buy a Legacy? And if you are, what trim level are you getting? Are you getting this Touring XT or one of the other ones I've reviewed? What seems like the best value? They all seem to compete pretty well for their price point, so I don't think you're getting a bad deal at any trim level. But you know what, guys? We're almost to our private road. Let's get to the actual 0 to 60. 0 to 60 in the Touring Legacy. We're going to brake rev it. Traction control's off. Altitude is about 3,800 feet. Density altitude is about 2,100 feet, so that means we're down on power about 3.5%. I'm going to verbalize the true 0 to 60. That's not how they're rated, though. They're rated without the foot of rollout. So then on the bottom left of the graph to follow, you can see what this rating would have been on our private road today. Let's go. Very quick for a Legacy. It's kind of a sleeper sedan, I would say. And true 0 to 60 came in at 6.47. That's not bad. I'm assuming without the foot of rollout, that run would have been rated at about 6.1. But let's get to our final thoughts. Final thoughts of the Legacy XT, the Touring, is that it's fantastic. It's really nice. It's a great looking vehicle. Doing 0 to 60 in under 6.5 true seconds. Honestly, it's kind of a sleeper of a sedan, especially in our altitude, our area. That's faster than you guys would think. It's a good competitor to the WRX, but it's the adult version. If you don't want to have the wing, the external hood scoop, you know, whatever else comes along with that, all the cladding, this might be the Subaru for you. Or if you just don't need the cargo capacity of the Outback, the Forester, the Ascent, but you still want the turbo, this is a really good vehicle. It has a lot of upscale features. For being 40 grand, I really feel like you get a lot of good stuff on this. It looks fantastic, and the slight bumper refresh for 2023 looks good. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Are you guys gonna buy one of these? Are you considering it? At least go test drive one if you're in the market for a sedan like this. Until next time, guys, I hope you take care. Please remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in this vehicle, I'll link that dealer below. They're great people. Take care, guys.